Hello, this is Arjun N. I'm putting for Kids First, and today I'll be interviewing Sark Asadourian and Christa Campbell, two very talented actors and leads of the movie Cecil. So, to start us off on a question, what would you say was your overall experience on set of the movie?
It was a really great experience. Like, the whole movie of Cecil, it was just like a family. It was just a community, and even afterwards, we kept in touch. We called each other like all the time. You know, Amanda, the producer, she traveled with me, so it was just such a good like community feeling.
And whenever you're on a set, it's just like a family, so it's always fun. That's one of the best parts of acting, I think.
Do y'all have like a favorite moment on set?
Well, I like the moment at the end with the when Jay, the producer, jumped down and scared us. Because, and also at the jacuzzi scene, they pushed me into the pool. That was also funny.
All right.
Do you have a favorite?
My favorite moment was probably like when we were doing the ventilation scene and we were traveling through that, and I wasn't sure how it was going to happen because like where were we going to get vents to travel through, but they made them out of like styrofoam, I guess, and it was pretty cool.
Alright, so did you all have any challenges when adjusting to your roles, kind of, because I heard initially at first, the list was a little hard to get at first, but I think you did wonderfully by the end. It was so natural, and it was always it made for some good comedy, but also made for some really good heart to the movie, So I guess I'll start off with you.
Okay. I guess some adjustments that I had to make, getting used to my character was really being big, because they were two really big characters.
Yeah.
It was fun getting to figure out how my character Abby acted, and how she walked and how she did all these things and how she carried herself. So it was really cool to get to figure that out.
One of my challenges was the list, because a lot of times I would just forget because I don't speak with the list. And also you forgot your glasses a lot.
Oh, I always forgot my glasses.
So this is a question for Sark, and I noticed that your character was a bit of a basketball fan. Do you play basketball yourself at the schools?
Oh, no, I don't. At that time, I didn't play any sports. Right now, I do climbing. But, so I had to learn how to do basketball. So we hanged up a net in our driveway, and I had to practice every day to learn how to do basketball. So that was also a challenge.
This is a question for Christa. Of course, your character is kind of like the newspaper main honcho. Do you participate in newspaper clubs at your school?
I don't write newspapers per se, but I do like to write. I write my music, and I've written a few scripts. So, no, I don't write newspapers, but it was kind of fun getting to be, the detective person.
Sure. If you could change your name to anything, what would it be?
Here, I'll go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my actual name is Christa Campbell. It's not Christa Campbell, but I go by Christa Campbell for acting. So I guess I actually did change my name, not legally, but professionally. So that was kind of the same thing.
I think I would change my last name to be simpler because it's oftentimes hard for people to pronounce it. And I don't know, I really like my first name because it's just so unique and stuff. I'm sorry, I didn't really answer that question, but...
Oh no, it's fine. I agree too that everyone's name, it has a unique identity to it. And obviously we shouldn't condone name change, but it's kind of a fun question to ask sometimes. So this is a question for Sark regarding the list, but do you have friends or any close ones that have speech issues or sometimes lisps or anything of that sort that you kind of drew influence from, but also paid respect to while I guess getting the basis of your character right?
I don't really know anyone who has speech impediments, but I did actually go see a speech therapist to help me game a lisp, which was kind of fun. So it was like the opposite.
That's a very interesting story because let's see. In what ways do you best relate with your characters?
I think I best relate with my character because I used to be, when I was younger, I was so quirky. Like, I wore my purple glasses, like, those are real, you know, and I wore purple fuzzy jackets and stuff, so all these clothes, like, they really fit my style, so I think that's one of the ways, like, I best fit my character, which is, you know, her sense of style, her cool sense of style.
I think I relate to my character because it's like a coming of age story, and everyone has to like grow up at some point and realize who they are, and I feel like that's similar to me.
Right. So, out of all the, I guess, cast members on the set, I guess it's a little hard to pick favorites sometimes, but like, who's your favorite person overall to work with?
Well, it's hard to pick favorites, like you said, just because, like, we all became such a good family, and, like, you know, all those people, they really supported me, and we just supported each other, and it was a great community feeling. I guess not my favorite person to work with, but one of the people that I really kept in touch with afterwards was Amanda. You know, we traveled together. She's like one of my a big sister to me. So, you know, we're really close, and it's just cool how these opportunities can, you know, introduce you to such amazing people.
I really became friends with Christa, and we actually started texting before we even before we started filming, which was also kind of cool.
And before we met.
Yeah. Like, we met at the first day. Well, we had pizza on the first day we met. And then also Spenser and Amanda, because like Spenser, he just has so many good ideas, and that's one of my favorite parts of acting, is it's like a very collaborative thing with the director.
All right, so sitting here kind of watching the movie, it's kind of been like a lot of time has actually passed since the production of the movie, like 4 years. And I mean, we all grow a lot over 4 years, which is definitely interesting. So how did you feel regarding just like watching that transformation, I guess? Like, I mean, it's kind of a weird question, might scratch that, but how did you feel overall about it?
I think it was really funny because this character was kind of like an embodiment of myself. So it was kind of like a flashback to see myself when I was younger and see, you know, like how I acted, and it's so good to see like me and Sark's friendship, you know, because, you know, we don't live in the same state, we don't get to see each other at all that often. So it was really great to just, you know, get to remember those times. And also a little funny thing, because it was shot, or like post-production was such a long time, they were still doing pickups like a year later or so, and you know, a year can change like a growing kid a lot. And so we were joking, like, you know, you better not have any more post-production like retakes, because we don't look the same anymore.
Yeah. And sorry, I forgot what the question was.
Oh no, that's fine. It's kind of like
grow up. Yeah. Okay.
Grow up.
So, like, my voice was a lot higher, and that's always that was always interesting.
Did you feel that helped with your lisp?
I don't know. I felt like it kind of went with it, like the little kittenness, and it was filmed at my school, so it was also a good like memory capsule of what my school looked like, and it's just what I really liked about having it. Like, a good thing about taking so long is it's a memory capsule, and you remember all these fun things.
Yeah.
It's kind of a reunion, this screening.
Yeah, and it's really nice to see everybody, because I haven't seen these people in so long, so.
So, speaking of, now that it's been like 4 years past, do you think we might see a sequel possibly in like a high school setting, I guess?
One can only hope. I mean, maybe, you know, we begged for a sequel.
Yeah.
But we don't know what Spenser and Amanda and the whole crew are gonna decide.
My mom says she's like an amateur what's it called? Script writer. And she's actually writing her own Cecil too.
That's awesome.
That is kind of like the Breakfast Club, and they all meet up together. So that might be fun to film if we ever get to it. And because you can be a high schooler forever, you can be like 25 and you
Right.
can still play high schoolers.
Yeah. That is very true. I mean, most high schoolers in movies are kind of just portrayed by 30-year-olds.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess to finish off, I mean, overall, what do you want the audience to take away from the movie?
I think it's just a feel-good movie, and I think it's also, like, even if you don't have a lisp, everybody has their insecurities, you know? And so I think this movie is really great to showcase that you can love yourself, you know, and you can be yourself, and people will love you for that. And I just think it's such a great movie, and it was such a great thing to have us, you know, growing up for, because growing up is, like, a hard thing for kids, and, like, to have that constant positive message in our heads from the movie was just, it was a great experience.
Yeah. And like, not all movies have to have a deep meaning. I like movies that are just fun.
Mhm.
And so this was just fun.
Yeah.
And I think that audiences just need to have fun.
And that it was very successful at.
Thank you.
Well, this is Arjun N for Kids First, and you've just been watching the interviews of Christa and Sark from the movie Cecil. Thanks for watching.